Hello, welcome back to the Watford Way, and Watford have signed a new player. Surprisingly, even outside of a transfer window, we have still managed to sign a player, and of course it wasn't a free transfer, and the player in question that we signed was Achraf Lazaar, who has come in on a free transfer after recently being released from Newcastle United. Now, this video is going to be my thoughts on a transfer, where he fits in at Watford at the moment. We did need to strengthen in that position, and why I think that's a good thing that someone has come in that position. But firstly, I just want to say, first of all, I'd never heard of him until earlier this week when we was rumoured to be signing him. He is 29 years old and hasn't really made an impact at the clubs he's been at. I think he's only made 9 appearances for Newcastle in his time there, and he's spent some time out on loan in Italy as well. But just kind of looking through his career today, he's not really been a consistent player at any club he's been at, especially in Italy, where he's been in the Serie A for some time. He was at some clubs in the Serie B, and he still didn't really play a lot of game time. There was 9 appearances one season, I think 11 the next, but he never really consistently was a first team player. So that concerns me a little bit, that maybe he's not up to the standard we need him to be. But look, I'm preempting there that he's not going to be very good. He's not even, played in a Watford shirt yet. So I am going a bit over the top there, but we'll have to wait and see how he does perform. But in terms of that left-back position and why we needed to strengthen there, I think it's good that we have got someone to play there. I think that left-back position was becoming a little bit of an issue, because if Adam Messina got injured, Jeremy Ngakia had to fill in there. And if we're being honest, Jeremy Ngakia is a right-sided player, not a left-sided player. And when he has played at left back this season, when he's been asked to deputise there for someone, he's not really looked very comfortable at all, especially when playing out from the back. He's looked quite iffy on the ball. He looked a bit panicky in some games. So it's good that we've got a naturally left-sided player to play in that position. But as I said earlier, whether he's good enough, that's going to be another matter. But moving on, he has taken a number 17 shirt for Watford. And in terms of the contract he's signed, it's a six-month deal. So he's here for 6 months until the end of the season. And then there is an option for the club to trigger that, triggers a further year onto his contract. So, I assume that if we go up to the Premier League, we wouldn't trigger that. But maybe if we stay in the Championship and don't get promoted, maybe they're looking to trigger that, just so we don't have to bring another person in that position. But that does concern me a little bit. I'm just a little bit worried about some of the signings we've brought in lately. You've got to think of Rob Elliott, Dan Gosling. Are these players for the future, or are these panic buys, for now because of injuries that we've had or players that we've sold? And it is a little bit concerning. Now, let me know what your thought is on that point, because Dan Gosling is 31, Achraf Lazaar is 29, and these are players who, quite frankly, are coming towards the end of their careers, especially on Dan Gosling, who, he's not going to get any better from where he is now. And for me, I just think that maybe, if Watford had invested a little bit more money, we could have got someone like a Ryan Manning, who is much younger. He's had Championship experience at QPR. And it's just a little bit frustrating that we're not planning for the future. And I'm sure at the start of the season, that's what Scott Duxbury set out. He said, we want to bring through young players. We want to bring through academy players. We want to plan for the future. And why has that not been done this season? And why have we brought in these panic signings to the club when we've got people like Daniel Phillips at the club? We've got Toby Stevenson, who's from the academy, who can deputise at left back. Why haven't these been brought through rather than us bringing in these panic signings? And I'm sure you probably will agree with me on that point, that we want to see these academy players come through at Watford, because we've not really been very successful at that in the past few years. So I think that's something that we need to work on. But yeah, those are my thoughts on the signing. Look, I wish him all the best at Watford, and look, I'm preempting that he's not going to be very good, even though he's not put on a Watford shirt yet. So I do hope that he can challenge Adam Messina in that left back position. But it's just frustrating that this wasn't done, in July or August last year, when we knew Jose Holebas was leaving and we knew we had to strengthen that position. So that does baffle me a little bit. But there we go. That's Watford for you. And at least we do have competition now. In them full-back positions, you've got Kiko Feminier, Jeremy Ngakia, Adam Messina, and Achraf Lazaar now, who's come into Watford. So first of all, I hope I'm pronouncing his name right. And look, I wish him all the best. And we'll see how it pans out. So thank you very much for watching this video. Just a little quick video on my thoughts on the signing. we'll be back after the Bristol City game with our match reaction. Hopefully it's a match reaction to a Watford win and not a draw or a loss like we've had recently, because I'm getting a little bit fed up of not doing very happy match reactions. So look, thank you very much for watching. I appreciate all the support on the channel lately. It really, yeah, it's great. I really enjoy doing it, so thank you very much for that. Make sure to hit like on the video, comment your thoughts on the signing, and of course subscribe to our channel to get more Watford content very soon. So again, thank you very much for watching, and we'll catch you next time. Bye bye.